And why?
Dude, there's no reason. There's no logic behind it. I'm apologizing yet again.
Yeah, we're good at apologizing. Wow. Don't let this fool you. What a beautiful car. It looks absolutely amazing. Guys, we are here at Vancouver McLaren to confront the dealership and the GM. Let's go in and see what the dealership's take on this is, to see how we can get this resolved so we can get back into a McLaren for you guys and produce that content that we all love. All right, you guys, so we're here inside the dealership, greeted by a beautiful 765 LT. Look at this thing. Look at the color on this car, Peter.
That's pretty sick.
The details. I mean, McLaren is a true race car, let's be honest. This is one day what we could be getting into. This is what we could be upgrading for you guys. Let's get the McLaren right first and find out what the hell's going on with our car before we start making McLaren deals and upgrading into a different car for you guys. Considering Lamborghini is across the road, and you already know we've had crazy success with our Lamborghini Gallardo, the Huracan Evo. These cars don't seem to break down as much as these McLarens do. Let's go figure this out and get on with the day.
How are you?
Good, you?
Good.
Good. This is Tyler. You guys might remember from a couple years ago when we picked up that piece of shit McLaren. The gentleman behind the deal didn't know it was a rip-off or a lemon when we picked it up. Nothing to do with Tyler, you guys. You already know my frustration. Is the GM here? The big man?
Mark is here.
Can we speak with him?
Sure. Mark, I've got Ryan on the shoulder. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Cool.
Sounds like the big man's gonna come down here, you guys. We'll figure out what's going on. These guys are gonna look after us here today. Hopefully get that car back on the road tomorrow so we can continue on.
That's a lot of kilometers for this.
It's a lot of, okay, so we're having a conversation here about driving the car, and we're like, yeah, we got 80,000 kilometers on the supercar. But to do so, we have to roll around with a frunk full of oil. And Tyler just said that that's a lot of kilometers for a supercar. It's a pretty interesting concept considering they're all built the same. They are cars, and we have never launched this car. We've never done anything to this car. We haven't even stepped on this car to see what it's capable of. So far, all it's seen is tow trucks and oil, lots of oil. We put about a liter of oil in that car every 300 kilometers, just to put it into perspective, but that might be normal because it's a supercar, I'm not sure. How many liters do you guys have to put in the new ones? Is that something that's normal with McLaren? No. No? Okay. So much going on. Oh, here's the man himself.
Hey, Ryan.
How are ya?
Good, brother. How are you?
Not too bad.
What's going on, man?
Here for some answers.
Mark, Peter.
Thought maybe we could have a chat.
Sure.
We need straight answers. You're throwing your team under the bus saying that they didn't call me for the last 5 weeks. Said you had a 720 potentially, then ghosted us. Knowing that we have a butchered unobtainium exhaust, burning oil, we had our head unit replaced. Cam phasers are making more noise now than they ever have. The belt tensioner seems completely out of line.
The fact that we're still putting liters and liters and liters of oil into that car is crazy.
A liter to a liter and a half every 300 to 400 kilometers, and we're not even driving the car. Well, we're putting kilometers on you guys. You guys see it, we're documenting it. But what we're not doing is stepping on the car. We've never launched the car. We haven't even done donuts in the car. I mean, we can't drive the car. Tyler said, it's a lot of kilometers for a supercar. I feel like that's a pretty big statement. Yeah, I guess what we want is some kind of resolution. I don't want to be ghosted. Your name is on the line. Our name is on the line.
Yep.
You're not making money. You're not happy. You guys said that you were going to step up and do something for us. It's been 5 weeks, you guys. Seen the videos. Nothing. No calls, no nothing. And then he says it was his team. Oh, they didn't call you? I mean,
no, it's me. It's me.
That's right.
It's 100% me.
So then,
under no certain, it's not Tyler, it's not Nathan, it's me. 100% I'm dropping the ball.
and why?
Dude, there's no reason. There's no logic behind it. I'm apologizing yet again.
Yeah, we're good at apologizing.
You know,
I get that. You're a really good guy. I'm frustrated to the absolute limit with this car. Like I said, I bought their cheapest car and now I'm their biggest problem. Nobody wants this, but dude, like,
Ryan, are you comfortable talking numbers?
yeah, I'm broke as hell. Everybody knows we could barely get into this car.
Okay.
We had a Lamborghini Gallardo when we bought it. I was maxed out, 2 cars.
So the 720 that I'd originally thought we might be getting didn't end up coming. Again, my fault for not letting you know that. Would you consider a McLaren GT?
Absolutely not.
then I don't have much right now that I could put you into.
I'll take a
I've
McLaren
done some-
GT for the day.
Locally, 100%, no problem. 100% you got a car to drive.
Okay.
While you're here, no problem.
At the end of the day, you guys, I don't know, are we intimidating? I don't mean to be. It sounds like you're willing to, besides this little heated situation, give us a car to rip around in Vancouver, which would show you his character, show you everything that he's still trying to do. And I actually do believe you a little bit when you say you do care, because I don't see how you could be in business this long and not care. The fact that you just say you drop the ball, 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 that's very amateur, that's very Mickey Mouse, and that's not who I think you are. You're just, you feel you have nothing else to say, so what do you say when in business? Sorry, it's my fault. Now the ball's in my court. So you've admitted your vulnerability, you're sorry, it's your fault. Now it's in my hands to just accept that and move forward or make a fuss about it.
This feels fussy.
It is. It's not wrong.
Yeah, but
Sorry. I feel like I'm under a lot of pressure with all this.
And I can appreciate that, man. And there's nothing comfortable about paying $200,000 for a vehicle and getting
Ryan,
lied to.
Please get that. I'm not comfortable is what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Okay?
No, that's fair. And neither are we. So I'm just getting frustrated at this point.
What I'd like to do, Rye, is I'd like to give you what you paid for the other car and use the equity you've got in that and put you into a new lease.
But
That's what I would like to do.
I can't get approved for a new lease, and that's just not happening. So we made a deal when we made the deal so I could get into a car. Now we have to figure it out. Either I drive this car and not McLaren Vancouver, McLaren steps up, rebuilds that engine, gives me my car back, and we have a car that runs. It's an engine with moving parts. It's not
It should
rocket
be
science.
fixable.
It should be fixable.
So the car was here for 8 months. Apparently everything got fixed. The first time that we put about 600-700 kilometers on the car, we think we haven't done an oil check yet. We just trust. We did the oil check on the car, and it was literally
Not even 1 bar.
Not even 1 bar. It took about 1.5 liters of oil to get it to register on the bottom, and then we put another 3 in it.
That's after
So-
picking this up from McLaren Vancouver with the head unit
How
rebuild.
does that happen?
And how can you justify that?
Like how do we
I
have
don't
a
know.
car
I'm
leave?
not a mechanic. I don't understand.
That I would love to know the answers to, is how a car can leave a dealership after being repaired and worked on.
With no oil. Burning oil.
And I mean, if you're getting tires replaced or something, I can understand they won't check that. But when you're ripping the motor apart, apparently, right?
Well, how about leaving all those rad hoses that had cracks completely worn out right there because they're in for one little potential issue and then not looking at all the other issues, which is insane to me, especially if you're ripping a McLaren apart.
Yeah.
A, who wants to tie up a bay for that long? B, no one's, again, making money at that. We pulled that car apart. We've documented it. I had no choice because you're ghosting me. I called the Western Americas, started a case file on you guys. It's up to me to pull the trigger. Right now it's in limbo. I don't want to hurt anybody. It's business. I don't want anything, even a strike. Maybe it's a slap on the wrist and no one gives a flying F. But I didn't want to do that, and you saw that whole case file. There's things that you guys have done that are against McLaren's policy entirely, and he brought that up. So I'll just say it. So you guys went and put in an unobtainium exhaust trying to make things right for me, giving me an upgrade. After saying that you would do 4 things, you chose 1 thing to do. I looked into the notes. You were very good with your words because every time I tried to reiterate it after our phone call, you never once said confirm. So I give you that. However, those 3 to 4 items that we were supposed to get on your dollar ended up being 1, which was the unobtainium exhaust, completely installed incorrectly, butchered. They broke and chipped the car. My tail lights are cracked, and then on this road trip, we have signal malfunction and we have no tail lights. However, you guys put that unobtainium exhaust on, and McLaren says 100% against policy to put any aftermarket exhaust on. What I'm saying is you went out of your way to try to make something right, went against your policy to do so, but then here we are, we get some half-ass, we roll in the middle of the night, the thing's butchered, you're gonna take care of it, you're gonna take care of it. Here we are now 5-6 weeks later after that call, that hasn't been dealt with. Now the engine again, now this, now that, now the tail light. It's out of control.
But I thought we were gonna have the car dropped off in Calgary to have.
We were, until my engine blew up, remember? The rad line blew up?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I still was hoping to get it there to get that stuff all taken
Perfect.
care of and fixed.
Was your team gonna call me then, or how were we gonna make that arrangement?
You're right. You're right.
I don't even know. So I'm driving around this car on a word that is really means nothing to me at this point, that the car is even coverable. Is it warrantable? I'm out there driving and you're like, oh yeah, McLaren's gonna provide you a warranty. I'm just waiting for an update. Where's that update? Where's the warranty? McLaren takes 6 weeks to get back to a GM of their shop to let a car know.
I've dropped the ball on there. I haven't chased them. You're correct.
It's one thing after another, man, and the only thing that's consistent is I'm the punching bag for this entire shit show. You guys don't owe me anything. I bought a piece of shit car. It's my fault. There's nothing that I'm here to demand or do. Truthfully, I just want to go get breakfast and get out of here. But I'd love to know, do I need to contact Western Americas and continue with the case file to get McLaren to just deal with it? Or do I have somebody around us that's willing to work with us and treat our car like another customer that's paying valuable dollars? You have to understand, it's still valuable dollars to me. 170 grand I paid for this fucking thing.
I know exactly what you paid for it. We've looked into it a number of times. I'd
Right.
like to give you that money back.
However that works, I'm obviously going to have to lose a ton of money there because I can only get my deposit back, I'm assuming. I wouldn't be able to get my monthly payments up till now.
Do you want me to just buy the car back off of you and just give you your equity back out of the lease?
Option one. Option
Okay.
two is McLaren actually fixes it. Not you guys. I'm not
Yeah.
saying like Vancouver is a big problem here. It can still be resolved. But McLaren, can they not get an engine for this car? Is it just done? Are they done? They don't make them? There's no advances? There's no way to get parts?
I
The
don't-
oil pressure being an issue, causing the cam phasers to go off, causing
Yeah.
the misfires, which we've had.
15
diagnosed.
misfires just
Yeah.
on my last trip for an hour and a half.
How do you...
Sherwood Motor Cars. I
Yeah.
live in Sherwood Park, so I took it for an hour and a half milkshake run.
Yeah.
16 codes, 15 of them were misfires.
And then cleared.
That's-
3
I'm
days
just asking.
later.
Yeah, no.
Just asking. I
Yeah,
don't-
all those codes cleared, right? Oil top, everything looks okay. Fire it up, drive it like to your house, which is 5 minutes away, and then having issues again, take it back another 14 codes or something.
Yeah.
It's just, it's.
But the
crazy.
same codes, and
Yeah,
there's
it's
one
all-
really critical one. The other ones are just
And it
misfires
continues
from
to
the
say
oil
that
pressure.
The misfires are all coming from that same bank
That's
that
right.
apparently had the issue in the first place. that
Correct.
Apparently was replaced and fixed. Like that
Which
part to me,
we pulled it apart, and you guys already know what that looks like.
It didn't look like the engine was touched.
No,
The engine was touched. That part I can guarantee.
which is really good to hear. Okay, McLaren has to have records then. If the car, so then let's pull all the records and see every little detail that he clocked in and did, and let's pull that whole thing apart.
Sure, I can do
Because that would be, for your sake, to figure out how we can fix it. I wouldn't even know what to do with the information, you guys. Like, every step is documented. That's what McLaren Western America says. So behind there in that computer should be documentation.
And if all of this was
Everything.
fixed and everything was done, why did like immediately all the same problems are still there with that motor? The day that like
The day we picked it up.
leaves without oil, like someone needs to be accountable for all of that.
I'm gonna end it right now. You guys get down there and smash the subscribe button. We're gonna need this help. We're gonna be dealing with this lawsuit, McLaren, and all the leases and all the bullshit that's gonna come from this. Let's be honest, whatever happens in that conversation, when we walk out the door, I'm the broke one. I'm the one trying to play on the big table here. The car didn't end up coming. We finally found a local guy to bring it here. It'll be here tomorrow. We'll leave you with that.